Hi guys, this is Emmett of Violet Fields Nursery. I got a request from a friend on Facebook recently who asked if I could do a video showing how I do the rooting, my process in doing so, and what it's all about. So I thought I'd, comply with her request. That makes it sound like she forced me to do it. No, I thought I'd, just... I can't find the words. I just thought I'd go ahead and do that so that people could see, people who aren't familiar with the reborning process could see how I do it and what goes into it. This isn't going to be a tutorial or anything. This is just going to be showing what I do. I'll try to explain it the best I can as I go along. So, here we go. Alright guys, I hope you can see that well enough. It's a little bit hard to get a good angle whenever you're recording yourself rooting. Sorry, let me just scoot up. So, whenever you're rooting, you use a felting needle, like one that you would do felting projects with. I hope you can see this. It's a needle that's got little tiny barbs on it, and those barbs help to grab the hair and push it into the vinyl. And so what you do is you take one of these and cut it right about here, wherever it starts to get thicker. And then once you have that cut, you put it into your rooting tool, which this one is from Bountiful Baby. They're probably the largest reborn supply company out there. I personally don't support them due to some shady things they've done in the past, but I still occasionally purchase their products just because they're good quality, so I did indeed purchase this from them. And so you take the little cut needle and you put it into the tool like this, and then you spin it to tighten it. Oh. See, it's hard to think and do this at the same time. Let me make sure that's in further enough. There we go. So that's how you put the needle into the rooting tool. And there's hair in the rooting tool, whoops. But so once you have that in, you're ready to root. So right now I'm rooting a Maddie kit by Bonnie Brown, and I got it from McPherson's, which is a great reborn supply company. I highly recommend them. So what you do to root is, or at least what I do, there are different methods of rooting, but I typically use what's called the root-a-loop method. So what you do is you take your lock of hair and you bend it over so that it creates a loop, like this. And then whenever you're rooting, you take your rooting tool and grab one individual strand of hair, and then you, whoops, that strand, it broke, but you take it, if I can just grab one, hello, and then you angle your needle in the direction you want your hair to be going. So what's important about directional rooting is that that's what helps create the lifelike look of the crown swirl, like a real baby has. And so when you're rooting directionally, that helps the hair lay in the way you want it to lay. So you angle your needle like this, and then you push it into the vinyl. Whoops, it didn't go. Sometimes the hair will miss and not go in, but that's okay. Just do it again. There we go, that one's stuck. So you just do that over and over again. And eventually, that leads to you having your completely rooted doll head. And it can take a very long time to root a doll head. My last one took me literal months. And I've worked on this for a good few hours, and I still only have a couple inches worth of hair to show for it. What's tricky about this method is that sometimes the hairs are too short in your little lock of hair. so whenever you go to grab it, it doesn't stay in the loop like it's supposed to. But it's the most reliable method of rooting I have found so far. I've tried other methods of rooting, they just didn't work very well for me personally, but the rooting method that you use is up to you as an individual artist. I usually root with my face a little bit closer to the kit because I have extremely nearsighted, or farsighted. No, nearsighted, I'm right. Sorry, I get confused about that. But I'm extremely nearsighted, so it helps me to be closer to the kit. And some Reborn artists use magnifying glasses for this purpose. I haven't gotten quite the hang of it yet. This is my magnifying glass. Hello. Ta-da. But I haven't quite gotten the hang of using it yet. I hope to use it more in the future, but for right now I'm just trying to get this kit knocked out, not just practice, and I want it to look good, so I'm just doing it the way I know, because that I know I am able to get the right amount of hair in with the way I know how to do it. But yeah, so that's how you root a Reborn doll head. And so if you look carefully, you'll notice these white lines on my doll's head, and that's the rooting map. That shows what direction the hair goes in. And not all Reborn artists use a rooting map or directional rooting. Some just, you know, go straight in and don't bother about creating a crown swirl. But if you do create a crown swirl and a rooting map, it does make your doll look that much more lifelike. So here's Maddie, by the way. She's got painted eyebrows, and you know, the rest of her was painted by me. Let me make sure I can... Okay, yeah, you can see that. Sorry, I just needed to look in the little preview display thing. But she is probably one of my favorite Reborn doll kits. She's about a 3 to 6 month size baby, so she's a lot bigger than the normal babies I usually do, because most Reborn doll kits are newborn size kits. But she is 3 to 6 months size, so she is considered a toddler kit. And she is just the happiest, smiliest baby ever. Oh, there goes my dog. There must be someone outside. But she won't always have this hollow-eyed stare. Once I have finished rooting her hair, then her eyes will go in. And I might root her lashes. I might just buy lash strips. I'm not quite sure yet, because it's harder to root lashes on an open eye kit, because with a closed eye kit you can just poke it straight into the vinyl, but when you have an open eye kit you have to worry about the glass, or not glass, well, the glass or plastic eye underneath. I am using plastic eyes just because they're cheaper. Glass eyes get pretty expensive pretty quickly, but it's a lot harder. Plus you can't glue the lashes in place like you can with a closed eye kit, because with a closed eye kit, wherever you put the lashes, then you can just glue it from the back. But with the open eye kits, since the back is covered by the eye, then you're not able to glue the back of them. So that makes it a little more complicated, but I'll see whatever ends up happening. But some people also root their eyebrows. I did this once, and I just really did not like the look of it. I did it on my first Reborn, Violet, and she is a very flawed baby, but I still love her because she was my very first one. But I definitely learned a lot of things from her, and one of those things is that I just don't like doing rooted eyebrows. Some artists are able to make it work, and they are able to work magic with it, but I am just not one of those artists. But yeah, here's my progress so far. She's got pretty thick hair, and you know, older babies tend to have more thick hair than newborns, so that's okay. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.